God damn! Oh shit, bro.
And I see this just orange streak, so started sprinting and yelling incoming.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared.
This is the crater left behind by one of them. This is the Al-Assad Air Base in western Iraq. Ballistic missiles hit the base in the early morning hours of Wednesday, January 8th.
Holy God damn! Oh shit, bro.
The attacks were in retaliation for a drone strike at Baghdad International Airport that killed Iran's most powerful military commander, Qasem Soleimani, earlier in the week. American forces are not used to being on the receiving end of this kind of firepower.
Another one.
They are usually the ones delivering it.
This is one of those stories where being on the ground really gives you such depth and a better understanding of what it is that really happened and how those who were here were able to get ready for it, cope with it. This is one of the more devastated sites.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared at the moment, but it happened. It's something that we were ready for, ready as can be.
Ready for some sort of ground attack by Iran's proxies, ready for mortars and rockets, but this base is not equipped to defend against ballistic missiles. On any other night, some of the 2,500 troops and contractors would have been in the areas hit. The reason why no one was killed is because there was advanced warning. We don't know what, we don't know how, that is very sensitive information, but we are told that hours before the attack even began, they knew something was happening. They just did not know specifically what it was going to be.
We had advance warning that there may be some rockets followed by a base incursion. And so we had to keep our security forces out to make sure that we were safe from that. So there were a good number of folks out along the perimeter and within the airfield, keeping it secure.
Out there on the perimeter, keeping it secure while these missiles are coming in.
Yes, they were outside during every last one of the missile strikes.
The ballistic missile reporting started to come in a couple hours before the event, and so at that point we were really scrambling on how to protect against that, and so it really came down to dispersion, putting space between people, and then also getting them into hardened bunkers just to provide that protection.
At 11 p.m., those who could started to hunker down in bunkers built by their former enemy. This is a Saddam Hussein era bunker.
It is. So we felt we'd be somewhat safe in here because it was designed to take, some kind of hit.
And the irony of using a Saddam Hussein bunker is not lost on the U.S. military.
Some crammed into bunkers that weren't built to withstand missiles like these. These kinds of small bunkers exist throughout the base, but they're meant to protect against rockets and mortars. The ballistic missiles that were fired are about 3,000 times more powerful than that. At 1:34 a.m., the first missiles hit.
And these doors, every time one of the missiles hit, the doors would kind of sink in.
Dozens of troops were still out in the open, holding their positions to protect the base. There was still the threat of incoming rockets, mortars, and a ground assault.
This is where one of the missiles hit, in an area where troops used to live and work. At the time of the strike, on any other night, there would have been around 30 people here, which is why everyone who we're talking to is saying when they look at this, they're just so grateful that they had that early warning. And many are saying that it's quite miraculous that there were no casualties.
As I was going across the gravel, I looked out to the eastern sky and I see this just orange streak. So started sprinting and yelling incoming, getting everybody kind of warning, and then it hit. So yeah.
Flames swallowed up the living quarters. Some 30 troops would have been sleeping here had they not been ready. Others rushed around the base as missiles came down, looking for anyone who may have been injured, checking on the base's defenses. It was a night unlike any here had experienced, hunkered down for about 2 hours, unable to fight back. Come daybreak, fear of finding out who was killed or wounded was eclipsed by the joyous shock that no one was.
It's like, what are those reunions like when you kind of see someone who you're close to and you realize that you're both okay?
It's a warm feeling deep in the heart that all your friends, your family here is okay. It just felt like forever since I'd seen my guys, and you know, there's a lot of hugging and a lot of tears and a lot of it's just a great feeling knowing that all your people are okay. Yeah, this is my room. A little bit more open floor plan now, but yeah, my bunk was right in the corner right there, and this is my neighbor up here. But everything's obviously gone. It's just happy no one was inside, you know.
It's kind of freaky looking at it like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's surreal. I'm not bothered looking at it. It's just, you know, it's a reminder. Threat still exists.
Does it change your perspective on life?
It does. It does. It could, you know, it could be over in a, you know, in an instant. It really does. And it really makes me value mostly my team.
The base is still on high alert. The dining facility is open, but people eat elsewhere to avoid a large crowd gathering. The military says they are ready for what may come next. Iran's proxies on the ground continue to vow revenge. Even for those who have seen war before, this was unlike any other battlefield experience. The overwhelming feeling of helplessness that comes with being under ballistic missile attack, to be at the mercy of the enemy, one that could strike again, even if it's not like this.